happy first Monday after Thanksgiving weekend, and I hope you had a nice weekend. This is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. Good Monday morning.
Woo, boy, what a weekend.
I mean, it was wonderful.
It was Traffic was heavy.
Yes.
Black Friday was heavy.
And crazy.
It was, and crazy, yeah. I didn't get into that, did you?
I never do. I never do. I might hit one store.
Yeah.
That's about enough for me.
The only reason I would go out on Black Friday is only if I would be going out anyway. I mean,
Right.
if there's something I need, I'll just go get it and not think about it. And then I get there and I say, boy, why did I do this today? But that was it. But anyway, welcome to Monday. It's the beginning of the week. And who do we have on today's program?
Today we have DAVIN MADDEN. He is here, the health director for
Wayne
the
County?
Wayne County Health
Yeah.
Department. He is
Yeah.
here, and he always has great information for us.
He does. And he has an extended program for us today with tons of great information. So you will not want to miss DAVIN MADDEN today. All right?
I love having him on the show
I
because
do too.
he really gives us information that we probably would not know without him coming on and giving details.
That's true. And as the health director for Wayne County here, he sees a lot of things well ahead of time.
Yes, he does.
And is able to advise you about things you need to be doing or not need to be doing. And I know today he's going to touch on the Go Wayne Go.
Ah, okay.
He'll be talking about that along with a lot of other things as well. Because I tell you, I may have overdone it a little bit.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
after Thanksgiving and with the Christmas holidays coming up,
boy.
oh my goodness. That might be a smart thing for all of us, just to go ahead and register for Go Wayne Go.
Yeah.
And really sort of take our time through the holidays and really be more aware
That's right.
of the amounts that we're eating as much as anything.
The amount's more than what?
Exactly.
That's important.
And that was kind of a surprise to me when I found that out, that it's not as much what you're eating, even though that's important,
Yeah.
but the amounts that you eat
Yes.
makes a lot more difference on the weight gain.
It certainly does. It certainly does. So we're going to let him tell you all about that. Okay, today is Monday. It's
Yes.
December 2nd. Happy New Month. We haven't seen you since
That's
November.
right.
All
Happy
right.
December.
Yes. Let's see. Oh, speaking of months,
Yes.
I came across a fact that was a little odd. Back in the 1920s, almost 100 years ago, several groups, not just one, but several groups lobbied for a calendar of 13 months.
Really? Why was that?
Well, they just wanted everything to come out even. We have, months with 28 days, 31 days,
Okay.
30 days. They just wanted it all to come out even. So they said, let's have
There's
a month.
nothing even about 13, by the way.
Well, no, there's not. It's a prime number and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But they wanted a month that would have 7 days a
Yes.
week, 4 weeks a month exactly,
I understand that.
13 months a year. And they were going to put this 13th month between June and July.
Okay.
I don't know what they would call it. But that comes up to an even 364 days. Now, where was the 365th coming from? They were going to add another day onto January the 0.
The 0.
Yeah.
That is odd.
That was the plan. Well, they were an odd group. All these people were a bit off, a little odd.
A little unique.
Needless to say, it did not take place, and I guess we're all happy about that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wonder what they would have called that month. You've got June and July, obviously both starting with J's. So what do you think they might would throw in the middle of that? Come on.
Okay, does it need to start with a J?
Yeah,
Oh,
you don't
okay.
have a choice about that one. Yep.
Jambalaya.
Jambalaya.
Me oh my.
June, jambalaya, and July.
Well, why not? It just kind of flows,
Hey, there you go. That's
Or
Wayne's take
Geronimo.
on it. I like that one better.
That starts with
June,
a...
Geronimo, July. Oh, well, it didn't happen, so we don't have to worry about it.
Birthdays today. Britney Spears turns 32 years today, she does.
Oh, she's growing up.
Yeah, yes, eventually. Lucy Liu having a birthday. She's 45, the actress is. Monica Seles, the tennis star, turning 40 today. Rena Sofer, 45, the actress known for her roles on various soap operas like General Hospital, for which she won an Emmy. And Loving, she was on that as well. Rena Sofer, 45. Kathy Lee Crosby is 69 years today. I can't believe that.
Me either.
She was one of the hosts of That's Incredible. Also a birthday today for Stephen Bauer, 57. He's the actor of, he was in Scarface and Raising Cain. Dan Butler's 58 today, 59 today. Played Bob Briscoe in Frasier and along with David Hyde Pierce. Stone Phillips, the news guy, is 59 years today.
59.
When we come back, we're going to have some announcements of things you can be doing during the holiday season.
There's always so many.
Oh, boy.
So stay tuned.
Yeah.
From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina.
Today we're talking with DAVIN Madden, the health director for Wayne County. Hey,
Wayne.
yes,
All
DAVIN.
right.
How you doing, bud?
Kicking along.
There you go. Good to see you. You brought a poster in that finds that there is a new report out, and I'm not sure how new this is, but it came from Goldsboro Pediatrics, that North Carolina has the 14th highest percentage of obese and overweight children in the whole country. 14 out of 50. That's in the top 28%,
Right.
roughly. Now, why are we in such bad shape here as far as our children are concerned, obese and overweight children? And we hear so much about this.
Well, it goes back into what we, what we know about changes in the lifestyle,
Yeah.
and children seeing what they see. I mean, more adults are more sedentary. We have video games that are really easy to access now, and they're affordable for everyone. And so a lot of households have video games, and they have taken the place of going outside.
Right.
Safety is an issue too. I mean, let's be honest, the world has changed. Kids could play outside 20 years ago, and everyone wasn't so much afraid of it. And today, safety issues require that a lot of times if you got a child playing outside, you got
to be with them.
You got to be watching them.
That's a good point.
So there's a lot of things like that that's changed our environment, changed our behaviors that's led to that. There's 13 things that I want to just kind of read along as a list. I don't like usually reading lists. I like usually just talking with you. But for the sake of time, I'll read through some of these if you will.
This is good.
If you will allow me.
Let's go. We have 13 things here. What are they? Where do we start?
This is how to prevent obesity. 13 things that people should consider when dealing with children. And the good thing I have found, though, that any good advice when dealing with children, for the most part, most of this advice is applicable to the adult for the most part.
Okay.
Not all of these will be applicable to adults because some of this has to do with things specific to infants.
Okay.
But overall, a lot of these are good advice for adults as well. The first thing is, and this goes back to our Go Wayne Go strategy of the 5-3-2-1-0, 0 being no sugary drinks unless it's special occasions, but it's no sugar drinks, including juices, Kool-Aid, sweet tea, and sports drinks. Drink water. I went to the cafeteria the other day to see my son at the elementary school, and I was surprised that I seen the little kids with the juice pouches from the ones that brought their lunches, chocolate milks. You see it when you go out to eat, kids getting soda, sweet tea all the time. I mean, tell me when you see young kids drinking water today. Hardly. I mean, it's really
hardly ever.
It's really something you don't see. They go right to the juices, the sodas, tea.
What if the parents drank water? Would the child be more likely to? Or?
I think so. I mean, my wife and I drink water a lot of times at the dinner table now, and the children drink water with us. And they, if it's not fair to say, well, I'm going to drink Coke, you drink sweet tea, and then the two kids drink water. That's
can't do that.
They don't understand that.
No.
They're like, well, why? How does that work? But good modeling on that is essential. So drinking water is important for the children.
Okay.
Number 2 is follow the www.mypyramid.com guidelines and visit the website. And that's a food pyramid that talks about the food breakdown for what kids should be eating in different portions for the different food groups and how much they should eat and where to eliminate fats and sugars and how much fiber and fruits and vegetables. Number 3 is no television exposure before age 2 years and less than 2 hours per day after 2 years of age. Do not put a TV in the bedroom.
Do not put a TV in the bedroom.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough. I mean, it's easy to have TVs today. A lot of people have them all through the house. And, a lot of people, I mean, I've been guilty of it. I've let the TV babysit my children before.
Everybody
it
does
happens.
That. Yeah.
But the thing is don't let it be the norm. Limit their screen time. Try to keep the children out from the TV, whether it be video games, computers, whatever. Even iPods, little videos and games they play. Try to limit the time they spend on them. Get them outside doing something. Get them doing something.
And there's good reason for that. Also, it keeps them awake at night. If they are watching television, it keeps them awake.
That's a good point. Yeah, they stay up, watch TV in their bedroom.
Yeah.
So you're right. I mean, it's right. Or they're playing games.
It's just TV in the bedroom is not good.
And they need rest. Children need more rest. Number 4 is eat breakfast daily. I mean, how many times have we talked about that? I mean, over and over, you've heard it talked about everywhere. Breakfast is essential for the day to get your metabolism going. Children that go to school, there's been studies that shown that children that go to school without a breakfast perform poorly or perform less than children who's had a healthy breakfast.
Right. True.
And so, I mean, a breakfast is essential for the day, and it should be something wholesome, even if it's just a good piece of wheat toast with something, with some peanut butter on it or something to get them started. Number 5 is switch to low-fat dairy products. Drink 1% milk, no chocolate milk. Now, you heard me say earlier, kids want it. And like I said, I love chocolate milk. My kids love chocolate milk. We do drink chocolate milk occasionally, but chocolate milk is very sugary. And I see, like I said again, school has different milk selections. Restaurants have different milk selections, but kids will gravitate towards the chocolate milk if they have it, and they do. Mine do as well. My little boy loves chocolate milk. So try to keep your milk to low fat, 1%. Try to limit the amount of chocolate milk.
Years ago, growing up, I came from a part of the state where we all referred to it as sweet milk. Whole milk was called sweet milk. And the reason is because indeed it is. There's a lot of sugar in it. I mean, as healthy as milk is, it does have a lot of sugar in it.
Yeah, and whole milk has a lot more fat than
it does have a lot of fat
than 1% or the skim milk.
Yeah, and I'm down to the 0%
skim milk.
Yeah, I drink skim now when I drink it.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, I drink water.
Well, milk is good for you. Milk is a healthy beverage, but like I said, drinking whole milk is higher in calories because it's got more fat.
Yeah.
And like I said, the chocolate milk is got a lot of sugar in it.
A lot of sugar.
That means calories.
Yeah.
Fat, sugar, they're all calories, and that's what we're trying to look at, trying to just control when trying to prevent obesity.
Right.
The calories coming in, if they're not being burned off, they're going to add up to the body. So that's what we want to try to get kids to understand and parents to understand when working with their children.
Okay.
Number 6 is do not eat at fast food restaurants. If possible, try to order. If you do eat at the fast food restaurant, try to order grilled foods and try to limit your fried foods. We know that's tough in today's world. Families are going to go do fast food. I mean, they're going to eat fast food. I think the thought here is to limit how often you do that. And again, you've heard me talk before about if you do eat at a fast food restaurant, try to make some healthy substitutions. You still can eat a hamburger, but try to maybe get a salad instead of the fries. If you're going to get the fried chicken sandwich, maybe go for the grilled. A few things that help cut calories, but these are things that help control.
A lot of the fast food restaurants are offering low-carb sandwiches, which would be a sandwich with no bread. And that's out there, and it's good.
It is.
They offer grilled chicken or grilled whatever, and those are good as well.
Yeah, and more restaurants, even the fast food, they understand that people are trying to improve their health, so they're working on changing their menus to cater to that health-conscious demographics. And what we're trying to do is grow the health consciousness of the people of Wayne County.
All right.
Number 7 is have family meals.
Good.
And that's true. First of all, when you sit down with people in an environment like that, a family meal, I think people eat a little less than if you're eating by yourself in front of the TV, or if everybody's eating in different rooms. I think some people will eat more than others. If you sit down at a family meal, you can monitor what each other is eating, and you can also help to make sure your kids are not overeating certain foods. It's always good to have different things on for dinner. But my little boy, if you let him, he would eat all the bacon and leave all the vegetables alone.
Yeah, right.
And that's just natural. But being there, having a family meal is, first of all, it's healthy for the family because of the dialogue. It's healthy to know what the kids are doing, but it also helps control what they're eating.
The parent or guardian has to control the amount the child is eating. You have to. Yep. You put that on the plate and you say, this is all you're getting, that's all they'll get.
Yeah, and as I said, like I said, with my kids, if we're having BLTs, like I said, my little boy, he could easily eat all the bacon.
Well, so could I.
And he might want to pick the tomato. Well, yeah, I mean, I've learned that bacon is like the fifth food group. It's the superfood. nothing gets worse with bacon on it.
Right.
It's all better. But yeah, but so you're watching that and you try to help them to make good decisions, and you point out to them why you're making health decisions for them to show them why they should eat the vegetables.
That's right. Tell them
just
why.
explain it to them and have that dialogue, and that's part of that family meal. To have that personal time and learn that food is good, essential for the person to live, but also talk about why it's healthy and things like that. You get to understand. They get to see you doing what you're saying.
When I was a kid, it was always impressed upon you to clean your plate. Clean your plate. Eat everything on your plate. Well, that's not a good idea.
No.
In fact, in some countries, if you clean your plate, the cook is insulted because they think they didn't give you enough. Think about that. So don't. And I'm sorry, Mom and Dad, but don't let your child clean his plate.
Yeah, that's true. Shouldn't force them. I think going back to really about you're right. I mean, coming up in an environment where we were told to eat what was on our plate.
Yeah.
You don't want to force your child to eat more than what they want to satisfy themselves.
Right. That's right.
Because that also actually creates indirectly overeating.
Yep.
Because you're making them eat more than what they want to eat to be satisfied. So you're making a fantastic point.
Okay.
Number 8 is limit portion sizes. So that goes right in along with what we're saying.
Yep.
Number 9 is eat a diet rich in calcium.
Oh, okay.
Eating calcium, and you can get that in milk, the low fats milks. You can get it in some leafy green vegetables. So it's important that you have calcium in your diet. And if you don't, if you have a calcium poor diet, you should look at maybe getting a approved supplement or something like that.
Can you overdo it with calcium?
Well, you can overdo it with any mineral.
Okay.
I mean, any vitamin or mineral, technically, yeah. I mean, you can overdo it, but I think it would be really hard to overdo it, considering what the foods that contain calcium.
All right.
But talk with your provider if you feel like you don't have enough calcium in your diet. Maybe they can help guide you to some supplements.
Okay.
Number 10, this is why I said it doesn't apply to all adults,
Yes.
is breastfeed for the first 6 months and maintain breastfeeding even after the introduction of solids to 12 months and beyond. Avoid bed bottles or sippy cups unless they are filled with water.
Aha.
That's important because there has been numerous studies now to show the benefits of breastfeeding for children. Yeah. I mean, it helps, first of all, it actually helps to control obesity later on in life.
I have read that.
It gives children the nutrition and the antibodies that they need to be healthier. Mm-hmm. And so breastfeeding is, the health department, we're nothing but a 100% strong advocate, supporter of breastfeeding.
It's essential.
It is. It really is. And going back to the other part of it, which is about the sippy cups, is, again, when you're tired, you're doing clothes, you're cutting grass, you've been working all day. I mean, it's easy to just give a child a sippy cup and put them to bed. Yeah. But, we link more and more with oral health. Too, and if they have teeth, sugary drinks can really lead to a lot of cavities on their teeth if they're sipping sugary drinks all night long or on them. And calories coming in again, a lot of sugary drinks going through those sippy cups lead to a lot of calories on the kids, and that leads to weight gain. Yeah. So the big thing is use water in your sippy cups if you're putting them down, and breastfeeding is important. Okay. Number 11, exercise daily for at least 60 minutes. Oh, that's stringent, isn't it?
That's tough.
Well, we talk about that, though, in Go, Wayne, Go. Try to get an hour of physical activity. Now, this says exercise, but it's physical activity. Try to get 60 minutes in a day, and you will. During your day, walking to and from places, you're going to get 20 or 30 minutes in of walking each day. Mm-hmm. Walking, like I said, if you practice some very simple things, which is like parking further away.
Walk up the steps.
Walk to the neighbors. If you got to go see somebody across the street for your job, walk instead of getting in your car and riding across the street. You do that. You do that with the kids too. Get out and walk with them. They're walking to and from class. Mm-hmm. They're getting out on the playground and get some recess time. They're going to get some exercise, some activity, and then try to sum it up during the day. Give them get outside to finish up, get that extra time in, so they meet that 60 minutes if possible. Okay. Number 12. Avoid calorie-dense snacks like candy, cookies, and cake. Oh, well, it says avoid. Like I said, special occasions. Okay. But, I'm not that old, and I remember growing up, we didn't have cookies all the time in the house. Mm-mm. And rarely did we have cake. We had cake on Sunday dinner. There was always a cake Grandma would fix, and, or pies. Candy was not just in the pantry. And I'm surprised, and I'm guilty of it to some degree too. I've worked with my wife on keeping the candy and cookies out of our pantry, but I'm surprised at the families I see that just have candies, cookies, pastries, cinnamon rolls, and all these things are just normal pantry items. They're just normal pantry items. Think about that for a moment, though. They're non-nutritious, calorie dense, unhealthy, empty foods. It's just full of calories.
And
now
sugar.
They're good. They're tasty.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm not arguing that.
Yeah.
But why do they have to be a pantry staple?
Good question.
Why are they in every family today?
Don't need them.
We don't. But they are there all the time. That's something I think, again, it's about our health consciousness. We got to think about things like that. We don't realize, because I went through it at my home. I walked in, and we have some donuts in the pantry, and it's like, we don't need them. We don't need them, because if you're there, you're going to eat them. You don't need the calories. It should be a special event or special occasion where you can indulge in some good sweets. Nothing wrong with it, but it should not be in your pantry as a regular dietary item.
Okay, that makes sense.
And number 13 is eat a high-fiber diet with raw fruits, vegetables, and high-fiber cereals. Fiber is essential to good health. Eating fiber in your foods is important for your body. So everyone needs to keep that in mind. With controlling weight, fiber is essential, because a lot of foods we eat now, they're processed and there's no fiber, and fiber helps absorb fats and things like that in the body, in your digestive process, and helps to keep it out of the body.
Yeah, that's good. So apples and oranges, beans, carrots,
leafy greens.
The
things that kids don't like.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. When I was a kid.
No, but not today. I mean, it's It's really amazing that the things, because, I mean, look at it from this. It's like if somebody drove up to the parking lot in a red Ferrari with a humming motor.
Oh yeah.
And they come driving up like in my little Ford Focus. With kind of a rattly little motor. And you're used to riding in the Ferrari every day.
Yeah.
It really is kind of hard to revert back to my little Ford Focus.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we've done, I think, with food with our children. We've got them kind of programmed into cookies and sweets and breads and all these things that are high in calorie, low in nutrition, and that's their staple. And then you turn around and tell them, here, eat a raw carrot.
Yeah. It's not going to work. That does not work. I'm glad you mentioned breads.
It's like a Ford Focus.
Bread, yeah, breads. But now some breads, you see more and more breads, 100% wheat, 100% this, wheat, and less of the white flour.
Less
processed.
The process.
But now, is that still good? Is it okay?
Well, I'm not an expert.
Okay.
I think the thing
we need to get Tom Bufkin in here from.
Yeah, we probably need an expert to answer that question fairly. I've read some different studies about bread and how it's labeled in today's market, and really what it really means.
Yeah.
And since I'm not an expert, I won't try to answer that question. Okay. But I will tell you that the bottom line is you want to limit the amount of carbohydrates and starches that you take in each day, regardless of the source.
All right.
You want to keep that limited, because that leads to calories.
All right. I eat nature's own bread, 100% wheat, but I don't eat a lot of it. I guess that's okay though, right?
No comment.
Okay. Good. David Madden, the health director for Wayne County here. I appreciate it.
Always a pleasure.
Great information there.
Thank you, sir.
Well, I tell you, David Madden's always has tons of great information for you, and I hope you were paying attention to that now, okay? All right, remember, eat all you want, but eat it in proper proportions.
We'd love to have you go join on GoWayneGo.org.
Right, GoWayneGo.org, that's right.
That's right, GoWayneGo.org.
Okay.
We want everybody in our community to join in on that big initiative.
Yeah, that is a big deal. It really is big. And it's going to be, and you can make a challenge. You can challenge your neighbors and challenge other family members with it. Make a game out of it for the kids.
That's a good idea. Good thinking, Wayne.
Hey, well, once in a while I come up with...
You get a great idea.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, let's talk about the Christmas parades that are going to be happening this Saturday.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. We've got Mount Olive Christmas Parade starts at 10.
Okay.
Fremont Christmas Parade starts at 2.
Wow.
All the same day. And then the Goldsboro Christmas Parade starts at 4.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you have 10,
2 and 4.
2, and 4.
Dr. Pepper.
There you go. Now that morning, you had the option of going to 2 different pancake breakfasts.
Really?
Yes. In Mount Olive, they're having a pancake breakfast. Let's see. Oh, at Highway 55, burgers and fries.
Oh, boy.
And that'll be convenient because that's right there downtown, Mount Olive, close to everything. Proceeds of, will benefit future Mount Olive area Chamber of Commerce projects and events. $5 a plate from 7 a.m. until 10.
Wow.
That's in Mount Olive.
It's in Mount Olive.
Right before their Christmas parade begins.
Okay.
And then in Goldsboro, you can start your day off with a pancake breakfast at the Boys and Girls Club right there on Royal Avenue.
Oh, boy.
That's right. Plates are
And
$7. Boys and girls.
Yes.
Did I just say boys?
No, I did.
Okay.
I did.
It's Saturday, December the 2nd. Starts at 7 o'clock. Will
December
last
the
until
7th.
December the 7th.
Right.
Starts at 7 a.m. right there on Royal Avenue. And this is all proceeds for the Boys and Girls Club. So if you're in Goldsboro, go eat pancakes there. If you're in Mount Olive, go to Highway 55, Burgers and Shakes. Eat pancakes there.
Eat pancakes there.
For their Chamber of Commerce.
I love pancakes.
I do too.
Oh, boy.
So that's a day of parades, and I think there's more to come. We'll get more information on other parades.
I've got more on December 7th at 9 a.m. If you're looking for affordable, unique Christmas presents, look no further. Just come to the Senior Center Christmas Bazaar, December 7th, 9 till noon. 9 till noon, December 7th, at the Senior Center on East Ash Street, Goldsboro. They're going to be selling photo cards, cookbooks, scarves, aprons, fleece blankets, pecan pies, trash cans, frames, jewelry, crafts, crochets.
So anybody can come in.
Anybody can come in and buy anything you want to buy. There you go.
They would love to have you, I'm sure.
Oh, they would that. Okay.
If you want to ride on a horse-drawn trolley, we're going to have it downtown Goldsboro starting tomorrow night. Actually, it'll run from 6 until 8. It's a free horse-drawn trolley ride. What you'll do is you'll just line up at the corner of Center and Mulberry Street. You'll see the little trolley ride start here sign, and you'll actually ride all around downtown, look at the beautiful lights. It's really fun. Wayne and I did it last year. We had such a good time. Don't cost you a thing. Every Tuesday night through December the 27th.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was.
I remember that last year.
Come on out and join us.
All right. Let's see. Today, December 2nd, the first Ford Model A was unveiled this day, 1927, in New York City's Waldorf Hotel and 35 other cities around the U.S. as well. The car was priced. The Phaeton sold for $395.
What year was that?
1927.
Wow, that's why.
The year of Lindbergh and a bunch of other things. The two-door sedan sold for $495.
Okay.
The lag between cars available and orders on hand had mounted to 800,000 by the spring of 1928. You couldn't get a car until they were that far behind in production. 800,000. Ford made almost 2 million Model A cars in 1929 alone.
2 million.
2 million cars. All of them. You can have any color you want.
But you got that one style
as
car.
long as it was in black. That's right.
There you go.
Have any color you want as long as that color was black. And that one style car, 1929, made
My,
2
how
million.
things have changed.
I'm telling you. Now I'm waiting for a car in plaid.
It may happen.
Okay. What else do you have?
Oh, let's see. The last thing I want to talk about is Jingle in the Park.
Jingle in the Park?
Yes.
Woo!
That is going to be happening at Herman Park. Let's see, 2 weekends this year they'll be offering Jingle in the Park.
Really?
The weekend of Friday, December the 13th.
Okay.
They'll have Friday and Saturday night from 4 until 8. Then the next weekend, Friday, December the 20th and 21st, Friday and Saturday, they'll offer Jingle in the Park to the community. It's a free event, and they have so many yummy things going on that night.
Oh, boy.
You can make s'mores.
Oh, boy.
Yes, with the, I believe it is the Fire Explorers from the Goldsboro Police Department and Fire Department. The Explorers of both groups will be there helping, giving guidance, because we're making s'mores over a big fire pit.
Oh, boy.
They'll have hay rides. They'll have Santa Claus will be in the park house. They'll have a great big inflatable movie screen, and they'll be playing Christmas movies all night long.
Man.
And the list goes on and on of all the things that they'll be offering.
2 weekends.
2 weekends in a row, starting Friday, December the 13th. Entertainment both nights will be taking place in the gazebo out in Herman Park. Free event. Once again, love to have you come and join us at Herman Park.
Wow, that's
It's
great.
always so nice. The park is lit up. It's like a winter wonderland.
A winter, I love
Winter
that.
wonderland.
That's nice. Well, coming up, a Latino Christmas festival taking place December 9th. That's a Monday at Wayne Center, corner of George and Chestnut Streets. Starts at 5:30 with piñatas and food and games and lots of fun. Call Diane Lynch. Call Diane if you have any questions at 731-1520, 731-1520 before today.
Before today.
Well,
by today.
By today.
So by 5 p.m. you might want to give them a call.
That's right. If you have any questions. If you don't have any questions, just go.
That's right. Just show up. Well, let's see. I believe that's all for today. And tomorrow, yes, quick day.
Who? What about tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're going to have on the show the City of Goldsboro nurse, occupational health nurse Cindy Stollard. Always has great things happening. And then services on aging. We'll have Aaron here, I do believe.
We certainly will, and that's also going to be a great interview. So join us tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. If you missed that program, it repeats at noon, and then again at 5:30 in the afternoon. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow right here on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Till then, I am Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and this is what's happening in your community.